Hey y'all, thanks for joining me at Western New York Wildlife Hot-Spots, hosted by me, Ginny. Today we went to Letchworth, and as I promised before, I was going to get as many shots as I could for you. Um, I gotta tell you, I missed so much. We went up there for 2 days, not for 2 days, but we visited 2 different days. One day was very sunny, beautiful weather, and we went for the arts and crafts show. Lots of people. All the cars you see in these slides. Yeah, that's from the arts and crafts show. There it was mobbed. Um, the other day we went and it was rainy, so you're gonna see both rain and sunshine. Yeah, it wasn't God playing tricks on me. It was actually two totally separate days. I just did a little patchwork, putting them in and out, and thought it was kind of cool. Anyways, there's a lot I did not get to see because, like I said, Letchworth, I'm telling you, you need at least a week to be there and to actually experience. And even then, I don't think you're actually going to experience everything. There are so many hiking trails that they're amazing. They're amazing. If you like to hike, this is the spot for you. They have a trout pond so you can fish strictly legally with a fishing permit. They frown on that otherwise. Um, the falls, awesome. They have the upper falls and the lower falls. The upper falls has the train track bridge going across it. They demolished the old one that was not so sturdy. I remember years back, I was being persuaded to try and cross it, and yeah, I wasn't having it. I'm afraid of heights. So, anyways, we went up to the new train track bridge, and I gotta tell you, they did some beautiful work up there. And the staircase that you used to be able to walk up to get to the old bridge is obviously still there for the new bridge. If you're going to take that route, my suggestion to you is wear sneakers and or comfortable hiking boots and be very careful because when we were up in that area, it was raining and the stairs do get slippery. They are uneven. They're, I mean, they're old stairs. I don't know what to tell you. Just use caution. Don't sit or stand on the walls. Use common sense because you know what? The rules, they're there for a reason. They want to keep you safe. But anyways, that being said, um the other hiking trails I was unable to uh it go and explore. I had over 15 years ago gone quite a few of these hiking trails and enjoyed them very much. I have not done them in years, and if time would have permitted the other day, even though it was raining, we still would have done it because I just love hiking. It doesn't matter what the weather is. I will probably be back out there sometime in the winter time. Hiking, yes, or the other day probably would not have been a good plan, being it is bow season, and I was not wearing a fluorescent jacket like I should have. But so that's another reason we stayed on the well-traveled paths. Um, but again, there's so many other things to see at Letchworth. There's the Humphrey Nature Center, which is another uh, newer expansion of, not expansion of the park, but a newer exhibit in the park. And they have done an amazing job. There was a field trip there. A school had their bus there with the kids in there in the nature center. Lots to be learned and, lots to see while you're there. They still have their sledding hill. Obviously, it wasn't open yet. If you go up in the winter and you decide you wanted to go on the sledding hill, please remember they require that you use um, rubber tubes, if you will. They don't allow plastic and they don't allow metal because of the ruts and the liability factor. So you might want to keep that in mind if you're going to go up there and go sledding. They do have a very nice warming lounge where they have tables and chairs if you want to enjoy some hot cocoa that you bring yourself. My family likes to go up and have a snack or whatever, and we sit in the warm shelter while we do so, or we go in there and we change out of our wet, snow-covered clothes and just go home in our sweats. So, there is also the Mary Jamieson, um, the White Woman of the Genesee. There is her home and the council house and um, a nice area dedicated to this woman. And there's stories up there about her as well, which they're very interesting. There's a lot of history throughout Letchworth. I gotta tell you, out of all the state parks in my general area, and this, trust me, is not like right around the corner from me. It's an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. But I'm gonna tell you honestly, this is probably one of my favorite state parks because there is indeed so much history. The beauty of nature is just amazing. The colors of the leaves and we got there kind of, I'm not going to say late, but the second day we went it was rainy and gloomy, so you weren't seeing the bright leaves and the colors. And I mean, in the one video that we were traveling down the road, by the way, I was not filming that one. I had somebody in the passenger seat filming, so please don't try that while you're driving because that's against the law and bad. So please don't do that. Um, but as we were going down the road, you were seeing the windshield wipers going in front of the camera, and I wish we would have thought to do that when we went for the arts and crafts show because we would have gotten some really gorgeous shots, even though the trees weren't quite changed over completely. Um, I love the leaves on the ground. Some of the staircase shots that we got. I love the fall. I love the fall, but I love the winter as well. With the exception, I'm not a big fan of snow. I don't know about it, the rest of you. It's not going to stop me from going outside because, well, that's just silly. But I will be visiting Letchworth again, probably in the winter time, so we can use the sledding hill and I can show you some of the neat shots that we have taken. But in the winter time, it throws another whole different loop onto it. So again, I want to thank you all for joining us and hope to see you again next time. Do me a favor, hit like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And we'll see y'all again next time. Y'all take care. Thanks. See you again soon. If you liked my video, please hit the like and then hit the subscribe button. It will help me out.